Good afternoon, hockey fans. Live from Toledo, Ohio. This is Pittsburgh 2011 Vengeance versus the Windy City Storm of Chicago. I am up here. Changed locations. You can see my broadcast booth from Game 1 is on the opposite side of the rink. Found a little balcony that we're going to go here. I do have the live barn that is kind of in my way. I'll do my best to get around that. You can see Vengeance warming up in their red jerseys with black trim and the worst numbers for Huddle to actually analyze. And panning over this way, you've got Windy City in their white jerseys with purple trim, getting ready for warm-ups. 2 minutes to go in our warm-up session here. We're going to go through the lineups. This game is being broadcast only on Facebook just because the Rickety Bench production is also broadcasting at the same time live on YouTube the 10U game for North Pittsburgh. So we had to do some creative adjustments here, but let's get the lineups going. So for your Pittsburgh Vengeance, here are your forwards. Reed Fairman all the way down to Nate Goldberg. Nate Goldberg is not on the trip with us. On defense, you can see we've got Lyndon Track all the way to Tucker Howe. And in goal, Max Leonard and Rylan Calabrese. As stated before, Calabrese did not make the trip due to that injury he suffered last week, so we're wishing him a speedy recovery and hope to see him back soon. So, clear up some stuff here on the screen. Like I said in Game 1, these two teams are pretty evenly matched. We are ranked 20th while they're ranked 21st, and that kind of played out in Game 1. It was a close game. There were chances both ways by both teams, and Storm just came out on top with a 2-1 win. So I look to see Vengeance getting a little more, I don't want to say desperate, but they'll definitely hunker down this game, and I think play a little more solid defense, more puck control in the offensive zone so that we can come out of here with a victory. So warm-ups wrapping up as we get going. I'm going to see if the comments are loading and if people are on there as well. Say hello if you're watching. Again, the only way to watch this is from Facebook. So if you do not have our link, just search our names and you should see this broadcast happening right now. Facebook does say I'm live, and I do see my stream going right there. I'm going to kick my bench down just a bit, see if I can get away from that live barn just a little bit better. I know center ice is the best spot, but you want to make sure you get all the angles down here. There's my entire viewpoint from below. Looks like I got 4 people viewing live on Facebook, so good. We are running there. Everything looks good to go. All right, so a couple other stats to throw your way. With that loss, that puts Vengeance at 26-10-9 on the year. And Windy City, right below us, now has 30 wins, 18 losses, and 4 ties. So it's close. Luckily for, I guess, both teams in terms of their standings in their division. Windy City is not in the Mid-America District. So this is kind of like when you play those non-conference games, and it shouldn't affect your rankings in your division. However, every game is important. Every game is a chance to prove yourself, and it will be important if Vengeance can pull out another win here to keep themselves in a good standing. We are currently 3rd in Mid-America, top 6. We'll make the tournament at the end of February. Our next games are in I guess, 5 days when we are in New Jersey for a tournament. So we'll be broadcasting live from there as well. But here, this game's about to get underway. I'm going to put the scoreboard on. And let's get going here. Your opening line is Lucido, Mayer, and Moore. You got Howell and Wazinski as your defensive pair. Windy City win the faceoff. Retreat back to their zone. Chip the puck up high. And the puck stays with Lucido. I've got to do those famous Dutch angles that Derek loves so much. All right. Windy City tries to clear. Lucido loses control of the puck. Windy City getting out of the zone, but lose control again. Mayer, first one on it. Windy City coming through. Here's that speedy 44 from game 1. Oh, and they had a nice chance there on the back door. Have to play with the focus on that. Windy City dumped the puck into the corner there. Up to the point. Mayer with a hit, but the puck does not leave the zone. However, he does get it now. Mayer trying to come around. That really tall drink of water, number 9. Held up a little bit, but hey, they didn't call us. I guess fair game is the play there. All right, track on. Intercepts that breakout pass. Mayer with a shot. Right on, and we got a change here. Baru, first one forechecking. Puck kicks out in front. We've got Tusik and Waite. Waite with a huge hit there. Dixon controls the puck over to Track. Track looking up. Tusik takes the puck through the center. Baru loses it back into the neutral zone. Track there to regroup. Dumps the puck down low. There will be no icing. Waite, first player on it. Number 3 blows the tire. 18. Waite tries to center it to Baru. Baru's shot is high. Dixon coming down low. Puck gets behind him. Track is the only guy back. Puck did not enter the zone, so it's not an offsides, and there goes Tusik. Tusik takes the puck, surveys the scene, looks back, nice dish back to Dixon. Dixon coming up the wall, gonna drag it into the zone. He's got Tusik, he's got Baru. Tusik cannot hold that puck in the center. Curls away from trouble, but there's the other tall drink of water, number 5 for Windy City. Abel is on Baru with a hit. And here's my Dutch angle again. Puck still sitting there in the slot. D, we're changing. Robinson and Ulowitz. Shot saved by Leonard. Leonard is your starting goalie, as I said again. Calabrese did not make the trip. Armstrong is out, Barbish is out, and Abel. Puck up through the center. Armstrong loses control. There's a hit by Barbish. Abel swoops around. 1-on-3, looking for some help. Takes a shot, doesn't make it into the slot. Barbish with a shot wide. Puck comes over to Ulowitz. Ulowitz walks the line into the center. Shot blocked. Windy City looking to the Windy City dump. And guess what, folks? It's another icing. Again, I wish I was keeping stats for you so that I could tell you how many icing calls we had in game 1. But good news in this game is I can actually see the clock. There's 13 minutes and 6 seconds left in this opening period. Lines are still the same. Looks like the D has changed. Wazinski and Howell now on. Barbish with the puck down low. Makes a couple moves. It's all the way to the net. It's there in front, and it's good! Armstrong with the goal from Barbish. There we go, Freebird. I get to watch them all the way down for the celebration. All right, let's add that to the scoreboard. With that, Armstrong gets his 14th of the year. So good to see him get back on the score sheet. New line out here for Vengeance. We got Mayer, Fairman, and Moore with Wazinski and Howell. Face-off won by Vengeance. Wazinski back to the center to Fairman. Fairman tries to get it in the zone. Moore with a big dump. Takes the hit. Mayer first one on. I know a hit's coming there. Moore looking for some help. Tries to go up the wall. Mayer reaches out. Up to Howell. Howell dumps it in deep. Puck down low. Fairman first one on it. Fairman strips him. Moore takes away. Ooh, shot. Sneaky shot right there on the Windy City goalie. Howell retreats. Up to Mayer. Mayer gets it poked off him in the neutral zone. Here comes Windy City the other way. There's fast 44. Pulled down. He's kind of fallen on Wazinski's stick, so no call there. Moore coming up. We got a 3-on-2. Moore, Fairman driving the center slot. He's got Mayer in the slot. And the puck gets just chipped towards the goalie. No extra activity. All right, we got a line change here. We've got Waite, Baru, and Tusik coming out. All right, we do have some Facebook comments coming in. We've got "Let's Go" from Mandy, nice goal. And "Woohoo Army," Becky Mayer. Thanks for joining us. All right, Baru wins this face-off. Well, actually, Windy City wins the face-off. Coming through the slot here. Coming down towards the corner. They center the puck. No shot gets to the net. Baru with a hit. Ooh, puck in the slot. Ooh, something was going on in the corner. I think Baru and that Windy City player had their helmets get stuck together. So play was stopped, but as that action was happening in the corner, the puck was shot towards the slot. Leonard made one save, kicked to another Windy City player, another save, and then the whistle was blown. So face-off, same line staying out there. Windy City win this face-off. Puck stays along the wall. Tusik tries to get around the D. He does. He's got Waite with him. Waite and Tusik can't get the puck into the slot. And here comes 44. Keep him. Oh, nope, sorry, that's 46. Tusik hits 46 and goes the other way. We got 2-on-1. 2-on-1 with Baru and Tusik. Baru looking over to Tusik, rolls off his stick. Back down low. Baru has it, and somehow the net got dislodged. I would say there was probably 3 or 4 Windy City players in the slot. All right, wholesale change for Vengeance. We've got Abel, Barbish, Armstrong, Ulowitz, and Robinson coming out for this offensive zone face of 11:14 left to go in the first. Shots are 4-3 Vengeance according to the scorer. All right, Vengeance win the faceoff. Barb going down low again. That's how they scored the first one. Nice shot off the goalie's face. Abel with the puck behind the net. Windy City looking for that long stretch pass like they've been doing. And that's an offsides. Probably couldn't see that from my weird angle. But it'll be right below me here for an offensive zone, or sorry, a neutral zones face-off. Abel in for the draw here. Wonder if this is the same refs we had earlier this morning. Probably not. All right, Windy City win the draw and dump it deep into the zone. Robinson tries to clear it, gets some pressure. Abel into the center. He's got Ulowitz streaking down into Armstrong, who has our first goal. Oh, Ulowitz with a little tap on the goal. Oh, they should take 14. That was a cross-check and a half on Armstrong. So I know no one likes to touch your goalie, but Army was not the culprit there. A little bit of chirping going on. Oh, I can hear the call. Let's see if I can hear it. There you go. 14 with a cross-check. Looks like we're going to leave that same line out there. Minute and a half on the the power play. That would be the Treesdale landscaping power play. Abel in for this face-off. Windy City win it, but Barb's first one on it. Taking control, relaxing. Armstrong in the corner, up to Barbish. Barbish down to Armstrong again. Armstrong looking across. That's Ulowitz sneaking in there again. That play is going to work sometime today. Ulowitz coming down low. It's in! Ulowitz by himself down low. He meant to center it across. It hit the goalie's stick. That looked like my goal in the alumni game. Good job, Ulowitz. 2-0 Vengeance. Power play goal. We haven't had one of those in a while. It's good to see that on the score sheet. Again, I don't have all those other stats for you just because doing a one-man show is a lot of work. Derek knows what I'm talking about. All right, new line out. We got Lucido, Moore, and Fairman with Howell and Wazinski. Windy City win this face-off. They go for that long stretch pass. There's fast 44. Passes to 41 in the slot. Coming in all alone. Good save by Leonard off his shoulder. Vengeance trying to get it up the wall. Windy City keep it down low. Wazinski skates away from it. Wazinski coming up the gut, gets around one of those players. Puck gets shot back into the center, and here is Howe. Howe to Moore. Dumps the puck in. Fairman first one on it. We'll see who wants it more on the wall. Lucido goes in for a hit. Puck rolls to the Windy City goalie. And that is that. 9:40 left to go in the first. Shots per the scoreboard are 8-5 in favor of Vengeance. But more importantly, we've got that 2-goal lead. I'd like another one, because as we always say, 2-goal leads are the worst leads in hockey. All right, face-off. Won by Lucido, back to Wazinski. Wazinski, shot blocked right into 2 sets of legs. Windy City trying to come the other way. Everyone picking up their man. Moore misses a check. Wazinski and Howe tied up. Oh, sorry. Wazinski up to Moore. Moore skating through the zone with some speed. Dumps the puck towards the goalie, who softly covers for the whistle. All right, let's see if we got any comments here. Extra comments. No, nothing extra there. As long as the live stream is still holding strong, that's the most important thing. All right, new line in: Baru, Waite, and Tusik with Dixon and Schrack. Windy City win the face-off. Puck gets kicked around a bunch of times. That might go back in the zone, but it's still good. Tusik tries to get the puck deep. Waite throws that tall drink of water into the wall. Track interferes in the neutral zone. Tusik looking for some help, tries to push it up the wall. Windy City dump it right back down. That Windy City player's all over Track. Puck trying to get up the wall. Didn't get enough wood on that one. Windy City looking like they have something going here. Shot in the slot, no rebound. Out to the point. Oh, Waite tried to throw his body around, but not much happened there. Waite misses the breakout pass again. Easy save for Leonard. I would say you never want to go against Waite. However, I would say number 5 and number 9 for Windy City are maybe his match. We'll see. Maybe he gets a second round or third round with him. New line on for Vengeance. You got Abel, Barbish, and Armstrong with Ulowitz and Robinson. Face off 1. Ulowitz gets it to neutral zone. D to D goes Windy City. Nice hit there by Robinson. Ulowitz up to Armstrong. This line is moving. Army coming in across the line. Takes a shot down low. Rebound to the corner. He still has the puck. Barbish now with the puck behind the wall. Gets a big hit. Army throwing the body around. There's a Vengeance sandwich back there. There we go with Windy City skating it through the neutral zone. Abel slashes him. Puck goes down deep. Ulowitz kicks it up the wall. Barbish able to push it up to Abel. Abel with Armstrong. 2-on-3. Abel through the slot. Shot wide. Abel looking for someone. Oh, he had Barbish in the slot and tried to redirect it. Ulowitz to the slot. It's loose. It's no longer loose. It was there. I thought Barb was going to strip that puck and go in. Back door. 7:31 left to go in the first. Wholesale changes here. New line for Vengeance is Lucido, Mayer, and Fairman with Howe and Wazinski, your D pairing. Shots 11-7 for Vengeance. All right, Lucido wins that faceoff. Back to Howe. Howe down to Fairman. Windy City ripped that puck around, and here they exit the zone. Over to Fast 44. Comes through, gets, on to Leonard, and the shot went wide up over the net. Oh, there's Lucido coming in, taking no prisoners. Fairman coming back. He's got one to beat, and they can't get it. Windy City dumped down low again. 44, first one on it. Good stick by Leonard to kick it out toward the slot. Here comes Mayer. Mayer's streaking through the zone. Tries to go through the D and actually launches himself. Lucido drops it to Fairman. Fairman to Mayer. Mayer pushing his way towards the net. That was another matchup between the player that hit him before. Here comes Howe, one-on-one, good block. Puck goes to the wall. Wazinski up to Tusik. Tusik to Baru. Baru coming through the zone with Waite on this wing. Baru tries to get around one, does not. Baru still on his feet. Tusik heading towards the slot. Baru getting held up. Puck stand along the wall. Track holds. Nice keep there. Tusik tries to keep it down low. Lets it loose to Baru. Baru with the shot. And out of play. So lots of action going on there. I know it was only a minute ago, but felt like a lot happened in that play there. All right, we're keeping those lines out. Track and Dixon as your D. Baru, Tusik, and Waite as your forwards. Baru wins the faceoff. Waite shot right into Baru's chest. Puck's down low. Tusik has it. Sends it to Waite. Oh, D gets their stick on it just in the nick of time. Here comes Windy City through the zone. Offside on that entry. That's good. Windy City kind of had something moving there. And you see a little conversation between Waite and number 5. I told you, those two are going to meet again. And I think that meeting might happen this shift. All right, same lines out there. Baru for this face-off. I swear these are the same refs. He's so worried about the face-offs. All right, Vengeance win the face-off. Back to Dixon. Dixon loses control. Pushes it over to Track. Track skating out. Not a clean breakout there. Trying to get her under the live barn here. Everybody fighting on the wall. Track all the way over for Dixon. Dixon up to Waite. Can't hold that. Puck straight on Leonard. What a rebound. All the way out to the other D. Dixon blocks it. Track throws it behind the net. Out of danger. Baru back around for Track. Track looking up for Tusik. Tusik coming down the wing. Using the speed. Goes through one. Oh, the post. Close, but no cigar. Here comes Windy City the other way. Waite throws his weight around. I can't believe I've never said that before. All right, Ulowitz down low with the puck. He's got 2 Windy City players on. Abel out here now with Armstrong. Tusik is the last to change. He is coming off. Barbish is now on with Ulowitz and Robinson. They're right below me. And here we go. Windy City going D to D. This does not look like the same Windy City team we saw in game 1. I think our speed is apparent this game, and we're kind of catching them off guard. I hopefully keep this up the entire game. All right, we got some more comments here. Got live stream is going strong from Mandy, and Grandma's there. Debbie watches Yelchin. Let's go Vengeance. All right, Windy City win this face-off. Come up the wall and dump the puck in. Windy City first 1-2. They kick it towards the center, but Ulowitz kicks it to Armstrong, rolls off his stick and goes back towards the corner. Puck shot around for Abel. Can't get a handle on it. Windy City in the slot. Showing some signs of life here. Ulowitz with the puck up to Barbish, rolls off his stick. Windy City back on a 3-on-2. Good D from Robinson. Kicks that puck to the side. Robinson goes around. Puck kicked up to the point and rolls out. We're going to need a change here. I see one. That was almost offsides. I think everybody's coming for a change now. We got Mayer on. We've got Moore on. Windy City take control. Oh, Mayer almost intercepts that pass. Puck here in the center. Abel peels around, throws it towards the center. And Windy City back in the zone. How? Oh, that was a weird exchange there. Lucido streaking up high. Windy City looking for that long stretch pass. Lucido's on. Mayer and Moore are on. We've got Wazinski and Howe as your D pairing. Nice read on that one, Howe, all the way across. Howe coming up. That was very close. Lucido with a shot wide to Mayer. Mayer has it in the corner again, streaking out to the slot. Howell's down low that whole shift. Got fast 44. Good stick on him, Wazinski. Keep him to the outside. He can't do any harm there. Here's that tall defenseman off the backside of the net. Technically a missed shot. Puck stays down low. Wazinski trying to skate free, and he will do the Windy City dump, or is what we call an icing. 2:21 left to play here in this first period. New lines on. We've got Baru, Waite, and Tusick with Track and Dixon as your D. Got to get underneath that live barn. I bet everybody can hear me, and you're welcome. Anyone at home, you're at least getting half a broadcast since I don't know any of the Windy City players. All right, here we go. Face-off won by Vengeance. Up the wall to Waite. Waite takes a bump. Kicks it towards the center. Tusick in with Baru. 2-on-1. Tusick with a shot. Goal! That is 3-0. Vengeance. He looked one way, shot the other. That's what we want to see there. Let's go down the line with the team. 3-0 Vengeance in the first period. Much better start than we had in game one. This is the kind of life we wanted. Comeback game. After we knew we had a couple chances game one, let's keep it going, boys. Face-off one from Baru. Back to Dixon. Dixon up to Waite. Tipped off somebody. They're not going to call that an icing? They are going to call that an icing. I mean, it was behind the line, so I guess we will go with it. All right. Becky Mayer with the Toos call. And Tristan's grandma's watching. Go Vengeance. All right. Face off down low. That was Abel. Abel lost it to Windy City. We've also got Fairman and Armstrong on with Abel. All right. Vengeance trying to get in the zone. Windy City turning the other way around. Ulowitz and Robinson are your D pairing for this shift. Ulowitz over to Robinson. Robinson up to Armstrong. Armstrong coming through. Dumps it up to Fairman. Fairman with number 5. Loses that battle. But Ulowitz keeps it at the line. He's going to have to retreat and go back. Good D-to-D work. That's why you work on those flow drills in practice, kids. All right, puck down behind the net. Vengeance all over Windy City this game. Let's keep this going. Puck down low. Armstrong gets body side position. Armstrong coming through in the slot. Shoots the puck on net. Fairman going up against number 5. Puck all the way up to Ulowitz. He tries to keep it in with his foot. Now it's underneath Abel. Abel and Fairman along the wall. Puck still getting kicked along the wall. But Windy City skate away with it. Windy coming across the line. They do keep the puck on sides, but take a very awkward shot. All right, pass all the way behind Abel to Moore. Moore up to Mayer. Mayer all alone. Somehow got held up. I wonder if it was a holding, but they didn't call it. Mayer takes the hit. Moore down low. Has Lucido in the slot. Mayer with a shot just wide. Puck up to Howell. Howell with the shot. Oh, redirect down low. That fooled everyone in the building. Mayer with the shot to Wazinski. Wazinski hits the goalie. He can't hold it. It's behind the net. Moore goes for the puck. Mayer with a giant hit. And I bet you the Windy City dump is coming. That's the end of period 1. That was a lot of humans flying around at the end of that period. All right, so I'm going to switch up the board here and get ready for period number 2. All right, scoreboard is set for period number 2. It's not as cold right now in this in the rink right now, so I don't know. I mean, Tristan's mom was talking to me before the game, and she was hoping that the sun beating on the building would heat the entire building, which would make it warmer for game 2. And I mean, if you believe it, it might actually be warmer in here. My fingers are not as bad as game number 1. All right, as per the scoreboard, we have 14 shots for Vengeance and 10 shots for Windy City. Yes, we did have an open weekend this weekend. If you're wondering why we are in Toledo playing a Chicago team, they had an opening in their schedule. We had an opening in our schedule. We said, hey, would you meet us halfway? And Toledo is halfway between Chicago and Pittsburgh. So that's why we're playing Windy City here. All right, second period, ready to start here. We got Lucido, Moore, Mayer, Wazinski, and Howe as your line. Goalies taking their time to get down in net, but let's see if we can keep our foot on the gas like we did in period 1. Here goes period number 2. Face-off win for Vengeance. Wazinski throws it up, and Mayer just picks up where he left off, throwing the body. So did Wazinski. Puck up to Mayer. Mayer has a step, just not enough of one. But Moore keeps it in. Down to Mayer. They got a 2-on-1. Down low. There it is! Lucido with the goal. 4-0 Vengeance. I had a feeling something like that was going to happen. Lucido very excited as he comes down the line. Hopefully I caught that in focus. All right, Courtney Robinson, great first period. How about that start of the second? Let's do it. Let's see, with Tusick, that was his 17th of the year. With Lucido, where is Lucido? That is his 11th of the year. And who had goal number 2? I'll have to get back to you on that. All right, face-off won by Vengeance. Your line is Tusick, Waite, and Baru with Track and Dixon. Puck shot all the way down low. Dixon just blows right through a Windy City player, and it hits someone on the bench, I think, so it's staying in the zone. Let's go. We said Armstrong scored goal number 1. If you can help me at home, I cannot remember who our second goal scorer was. And I apologize to that goal scorer. All right. Face-off lost here, but Waite has a step. Oh, and he gets pulled down. We got a whistle coming. Baru skating in by himself. And before, there was a giant hit in the corner for no reason. And the ref blows the whistle. Let's listen to the ref's call. Interference. All right, so period 2. Oh, Ulowitz, I'm sorry. Ulowitz scored that goal number 2. Let's see, Ulowitz, that was the 7th of the year. Going back on the power play. We've got the Barbish Landscaping power play. Your line is the same 4s that were out there. Actually, everybody's the same. So Baru, Tusick, Windy City win the faceoff, but Tusick has control on the wall. Tusick surveys, looks around, has, track on the back door. Here goes the Windy City dump, which causes an icing. 14:56 left to play in this second period. Minute 14 left on the power play. Gonna get right underneath the live barn so I don't lose focus. Here we go. Baru with the face-off. Gets tied up. Windy City skate away with it. And they're peeling back into their own zone, but this time don't do the Windy City dump. Puck over to Tusick. Tusick back to Track. Track skating through with some speed. Has control. Takes it himself down low. Has time. There's not much pressure on him. You can stay there all day if you want. All right, Track. On the wall still. Back down low. Oh, in front. Baru was there. And Tusick gets a stick on it. No high stick. Tusick coming up with number 18 on the penalty kill. Oh, we're running into ourselves, boys. Calm on. Calm down. All right, puck all the way over to Tusik. Abel is on. Tusik going through the zone. Skating in, setting up the power play. Has Baru in the slot. Baru lost control of it. I thought he was going to shoot. Then he wanted to pass. Couldn't do either. Yolowitz and Robinson as your D pairing. We got Armstrong to Abel. Abel coming through. Can't dipsy-do. Fairman loses the puck. And looks like the power play is going to come to an end. So let's get that graphic on. There we go. All right, Windy City. Take the puck from the blue line. Shot high over Leonard. Oh, that was almost too many. But they let it go. Armstrong skating through the zone. Gets interfered with. Puck comes back up the slot. Robinson trying to keep it on the wall. Windy City going the other way. Offside. Called. 13-13 left in the second. All right, we got another comment here from Becky Mayer. Nick McNasty for Lucido's goal. Very interactive crew tonight on the live stream. All right, face-off. Lost by Lucido. We got Lucido, Moore, and Mayer back out again with Howell and Wazinski. Puck up the wall. Moore gets it. Tipped by a Windy City player, so that's not going to be icing. Moore gets the puck. Tries the reverse back to his D. Wazinski over to Howell. Howell looks. Just can't float it over that player's stick. Puck almost hit me. There we go. Moore skates away from it. Gets across the red line. Still pushing that puck down low. Gets upended a little bit. Trying to go around their D play. Here comes number 5. Throws it deep on the Windy City dump. Does not connect. Wazinski all the way to... Wait, in all by himself. Shot and saved. He tried to go 5-hole. Goalie read him the whole way. All right, Lucido with a hit. Here comes Windy City on Wazinski. Wazinski gets a stick. Shot on Leonard. Nice blocker save out to the wall. Puck stays down low though. Mayer barely finishes his hit. That was just very soft, sir. All right, Mayer skating up the wall. He's got 4-on-2. He's got, too many. Not too many men, just too many moves at the blue line. We had a 4-on-2 developing. And unfortunately, nothing happened with it. All right. Your forward line is Baru, Waite, and Tusik. You got Dixon and Track as your D. Tusik loves to sneak in on that faceoff. Windy City win the faceoff and actually throw it all the way down. Track over to Dixon. Dixon tries to get it up the wall. Cannot. They center it, but no one's there but Tusik. Tusik pushes up to Baru. Baru going through the center. Doesn't pull Waite off sides. Waite chips it back to Track, and Track, ooh, nice move. Keeps it in the neutral zone and not off sides. There's Windy City on the far part of the blue line. We're hitting ourselves again, boys. Calm down. There's 44. You got to watch him. Tries to center that puck. No go. No dice for that. Puck go along the wall. Vengeance taking their time, trying to read what the play is going to be. Number 3 takes it to the slot and saved by Leonard. 10:57 left to go in the second period. All right, Vengeance is still out shooting them 16-12. We outshot them by a very wide margin in game number 1, so I would expect that trend to continue. All right, we got Abel, we've got Fairman, and who's my other forward? Armstrong. Which makes me think I haven't seen Barbish in a while, so maybe Barbish got hurt, maybe he took a bad hit. Ref's cleaning up some blood over here in the corner. So that's your easiest way to clean up blood, folks, is freeze it, then shave all that up there. If they had a shovel or anything, that'd be nice to clear that off, but all right, Abel in for this face-off. Win by Fairman. Fairman brings it out. Puck comes up the wall right below me, and they throw it back in. Ulowitz and Robinson over there. Nice stick by Ulowitz. Abel floats it into the center, takes a hit, floats it back into the center again. It's going in people's legs, but Army takes a hit. Fairman with a nice shot on the goalie. Save by Windy City. They skate into the neutral zone. Oh, Army was lining them up, but just missed. And I'm guessing that's an offsides. Again, this is where replay would always be nice to see, but with a one-man show, that's all you're going to get, folks. At least you're getting the live stream. All right, Abel, Armstrong, Fairman, Ulowitz, and Robinson are your line. Face-off won by Abel, but right to Windy City. They try to go straight to the net. That was weird. It went up in the air. Ulowitz tried to punch it out of the way, and it went right into Leonard's glove, luckily harmlessly. It looks like we're getting a new D pairing after that. Actually, we're getting everybody. Everybody's coming off. Mayer, Lucido, Moore. Your forwards coming out. We've got Howe and Wazinski. All right, Lucido in for the faceoff, loses it. Windy City hold at the line. D to D, shot right into Leonard. He covers up the rebound, and here comes the pushing and shoving when you touch someone's goalie. Nobody likes that. All right, Calabrese chiming in. Let's go, Max. Oh, shot wide by Windy City. They keep it on the walls, trying to clear. Lucido takes it backwards just to relieve the pressure. Over to Wazinski. Wazinski evades a hit all the way over to Lucido. Lucido trying in a foot race. Here goes Moore. Moore, he's got someone in the slot. Oh, Mayer hits the post. That's our second post of the game. Up to Howe. Howe, shot wide. All the way over the corner. Windy City does not want to go for the pucks. Maybe because we're hitting them, and they don't like that. Oh, Howe lost control. 46 comes through. Shot wide. Good back check by Wazinski. Howe pins that player to the board. Moore skating free. All the way up to Wazinski. Wazinski coming in. Passes over to Lucido. Lucido, cannot get that pass down low. Mayer comes around with it. Keeps it down low. Down for Lucido. Lucido centers. No one home. Moore pressures. Track has it on the point. Track with a shot. Rebound. Waite comes off the bench. Shot wide. So Waite has control of it now. Windy City cannot change. Puck right across the slot there. Moore. This is where I think Windy City would want to have one of their famous dumps. And they are going to get a line change here. All right. Track all the way around for Waite. Waite bringing it up. Throws it past Tusick. That's all right. Tusick's got it on the wall. As Windy City tried to clear all by himself. You have time. Tusick takes it in and scores. I didn't think he had the angle, but he saw more than I did. That's where Grandma keeps the peanut butter. Top shelf. Second goal for Tusick this game. 5-0 Vengeance. With those two goals, that's Tusick up to 18 on the year. We're going to keep that line out there. Baru, Waite, Tusick, Track, and Dixon. Face off one. Puck shot down low and out of play by Windy City. Windy City must have went and had a bunch of pizza for lunch because they just look slow this game. I'm not sure what it is, but I think we definitely woke up after that morning game. We did not like how we played. Or it was the Chipotle, one of the two. All right, face off one by Baru, up to Track. Track tries to fish it to Tusik. Puck bouncing around, here comes Fast 44. Way to go on that Track, slow him down. That's how you beat him. Oh, Baru coming in for a hit on 44. Tusik the only person in the front of the net. Puck over to the wall. Oh, they tried to go backdoor to 44, but missed. 44 puts it in the slot. Nice clear from Tusik to Wait. Wait makes a little move. He's got some help there, but he needs a change, so they are coming off. Tusik, first one in. Baru got an empty net. And that is goal number 6 on the day for Vengeance. There was a miscommunication behind the net. The goalie went behind, and Baru makes him pay. 6-0 Vengeance. Well, this will help the differential for sure. Like I told you in game 1, in terms of rankings, we were separated by less than half a point. We have switched goalies for Windy City here at 7:31 of the second period. So basically the halfway point, we put half in, 6 goals on 20 shots so far. Abel, Fairman, and Armstrong. Armstrong just gets high-sticked in the face, but plays on. Ulowitz and Robinson, your D pairing. Windy City dumped down low. Expect a little surge from Windy City now. Especially when a goalie change happens, they're going to try and show that it wasn't all the goalie's fault. All right, Vengeance fish the puck out. Missed their pass, exiting the zone. Number 5 tries to take a shot, goes wide. Big slash there from Windy City. They're calling it. Armstrong and 18 were getting in on it, and 18 slashes Armstrong's stick out of his hands. So we are going to go back on the Barbish landscaping power play. We'll hear the call here. Got a slash. I agree. Deuce for Toos. Thanks, Becky Mayer. Awesome goal there from Baru. And Jordan's uncle. Go, Jordan. All right, here we go. Get under the live barn here. We got Abel, Barbish, and Armstrong. Haven't seen Barbish in a while. We got Robinson and Ulowitz. It's real quiet in here. Don't hear a lot of chirping from the Windy City. Windy City wins that face-off, but they throw it up to Abel. Abel over to Ulowitz. Ulowitz tries to throw it back. Oh, Armstrong didn't purposely run into the goalie, but after a couple pushes, everyone's starting to flip out. It's getting a little testy. Exactly what you'd expect from a team that's down by 6 halfway through the game. They are not liking anything that's not going their way. So looks like they're gonna take Armstrong for hitting the goalie. Interference with the goalie. So goodbye to the Barbish landscaping power play. Puck coming all the way down in the opposite direction. That was a good 12-second power play we had. So we're going to play 4-on-4 here for the next minute 18. Then Windy City will get a very, very brief power play the other way. Your 4-on-4 line is Abel, Mayer, Robinson, and Ulowitz. And both tall drinks of water out there for Windy City, 9 and 5. You knew 44 would be out there, but face-off won by Vengeance. Robinson calmly takes it behind his net to Ulowitz. Ulowitz has some time to skate. Up to Abel's feet. Can't really catch it in your feet. You got to catch it with the stick. All right, Windy City circling around. Over to the wall. Tried to spring 44. Did not work. Ulowitz has control of it. Let's get it through the zone here. Ulowitz down low. Mayer staying high for him. Ulowitz tries to bring it around. Abel in front. Save by Windy City's goalie. Windy City able giving them tons of issues with that forecheck. That was good. Over to 44 for Windy City. He's got someone in the slot. Looks like he's going to shoot. And Leonard was there. No doubter, right into his chest. 5:46 to go in the second period. 21 seconds left on the Windy City slash, and 34 seconds left on the Vengeance interference with the goalie. We got Lucido, Moore, Howe, and Wazinski out here. Face-off won by Windy City. D to D. Easy save for Leonard. He'll take those all day. No screen. Shot straight at my glove. He's good to go. Max did play a little bit of catcher way back in the day, but I think he liked playing second base a lot better. Turned a lot of double plays with Jordan. All right, face-off. Won by Vengeance. Howe back to Wazinski. Wazinski skating through the zone here. Oh, Lucido wasn't ready for that pass. He was looking along the line. Howe bumps that player off the puck. The power play is on the way for Windy City. Only 5 more seconds on that power play. And in 3, 2, 1, what a great penalty kill we just did. Moore chips it forward. Gets around the defender. Lucido back down from Moore. Armstrong back on the ice. Moore takes his time. Up to Wazinski. Wazinski surveys. Back down to Lucido. Lucido curls around. Walks the line. Throws it to Armstrong. Armstrong coming along the wall. Tries to get up to Howe. Windy City tries to dump it the far away. Wazinski with a shot and deflection into the upper netting. I've really never seen upper netting before. It's not everywhere, but I guess it's protecting lights. It's on this far lower half. There's netting probably halfway in the offensive zone. All right, nice aside there. We've got Baru, Tusik, Waite, Dixon, and Track. Face-off kind of won by Windy City, but we get possession of it, so I'll have to watch that a couple times. Tusik behind the net, loses control of it, gets in front of that Windy City player. Oh, a little tie up there. I'm not sure really what happened. I couldn't see. Tusik, high stick on the puck, and they're going to bring that all the way back down. I don't think that player really enjoyed what Tusik did to him. Again, would love to watch a replay to see what happened. That's how valuable replay is, folks. Lets you remember the things you don't see. All right, Dixon, Track, Tusik, Baru, Waite. That is your line right now. And apparently, well, they are the home team, so they do get to have one late change. All right, face off into everyone's feet. Dixon skates with it. He's going into the zone. Waite being the first one to hound him. Waite has the puck. Oh, he gets pulled down. Easy, easy, boys. Nothing stupid. Because we are going to go back on the Barbish Landscaping power play. Yeah, number 9's not really sure what he did, so let's hear them explain. As a holding. Holding, sir. Let's get the graphic up here again. All right, Baru. Same line. Baru, Waite, Tusik, Windy City win this faceoff. Waite with an amazing forecheck. Getting in there, causing some havoc. Waite throws it back to Dixon. Dixon controls, shot high, hit Waite in the face. That's one way to use your head. All right, Track dumps it down low to Tusik. Tusik goes and looks. Oh, passes it to Dixon, but past him. It's coming all the way down to Leonard. Leonard to Dixon. Dixon skates with it. He's getting harassed. Over to Track. Track up to Tusik in his feet. Tusik skates wide over to Baru. Baru, shot, just wide. Tusik skating down behind the net. Has the puck. Oh, that's not the pass he wanted to make. Oh, there it is. Tusik comes down low. It's in the defense's feet. Baru has it. Tries the center to Waite. Waite didn't have his stick down. He's getting tied up. Track dumps it down low. Down to Baru again. Baru has it in the corner. Takes on two players at once. Abel down the Tusik. Ah, it hits him in his feet. Abel, Tusik. No one can decide who wants the puck. Track all the way back up to Dixon. Dixon with a shot. And it's in! Who tipped it? Everyone's going to Army. Army gets a second goal of the game. Another power play goal. Oh, the Pink Pony Club is being played here. Let's clear up that graphic. 7-0 Vengeance. Chilly goal for everyone. Head to your local Wendy's and tell them Vengeance scored 7 goals today, and they'll say, who's Vengeance? I mean, no, you should get some free chili. All right, we got Abel, Armstrong, Lucido, Ulowitz, and Robinson. Puck down in the Windy City zone again. Lucido, first one on the forecheck. Kept in by Ulowitz. Ulowitz throws it down. Big hit by Armstrong. Here comes Ulowitz into the slot. He's getting hooked. They're not going to call that in a 7-0 game. Armstrong back in front of the net, messing with the goalie. That has been his MO this whole day. Oh, they're getting some pushing there. Lucido. And there we go. Players are down. I see them taking both players here to calm the temperature down. A lot of nasty words, I'm sure, said between the two. That's nice. They get to both skate together. They're both number 8. It was meant to be. What are you going to give, ref? All right, he'll come back for that. He's not sure exactly what he wants to give. Hold on. Talk to your partner. See what you want to do. Yep, that's what I thought. 2 roughs, 5-on-5. All right, 2:03 left in the second period. 7-0 Vengeance. I expected a better effort from us today in the second half. I did not expect this. It's a happy surprise. All right, we got Mayer, Moore, and Fairman in there. Face-off won by Windy City, and guess what? Did the Windy City dump out of play. We've got Robinson and Ulowitz as your defensive pair here. All right, refs swap position as they got a new puck. Mayer in for the face-off. Wins it back to Fairman. Fairman to Ulowitz. Ulowitz, deflected shot towards the net. Fairman all over that. Fairman back to Ulowitz. Ulowitz over to Robinson. Robinson tries to get the puck forward in the net. Just keeps it low. That's all you need to do. Kill the clock. All right. Oh, there we go. Moore skating it in the zone. Whiffs on the shot. Puck still in the slot. And here they come. 18 makes a move. It's a 1-on-3. Shot blocked to the side. Not many pucks have made it through to Leonard, but when they do, he's been good. Mayer kicks it up the wall. You got Moore trying to be the first forechecker. They throw it into their own player's legs, tip it towards the middle, but Ulowitz is there to collect to Robinson. Robinson dumps the puck in, takes the hit. Oh, Moore causing some havoc, but we can't get a puck towards the net. Here comes number 5 for Windy City. Pulls up, passes to the slot. Ulowitz read him like a book. Here comes Ulowitz with Moore and Waite. Yolowitz to the slot. Moore was on the back door and just missed that pass. One-on-one. Good defense. Waite looking to pass in the center. Offsides, Windy City. Number 9 does not like Tusick. Anytime those two get near each other, there's an extra push, there's an extra shove. I would say he should probably adjust his cage hang, because that is not a safe way to play, sir. All right, any more comments? Keep it up, boys. Face off, won by Baru. Baru throws, Windy City dump it in right onto Wazinski and then throw the puck in offside. All right, 7-0 Vengeance, 16.9 seconds left in this second period. Face-off for Baru. Baru loses the face-off. Windy City keep the puck in at the line. There's Fast 44. He's trying to get it. Oh, but Tusick takes him out. That's all he needs. Now they're holding on to each other's sticks. Tusick, chirping. Waite with a shot and save. Sorry, 44-92 are still in a conversation. I'm just curious what they are saying. Maybe they're asking what they had for lunch. All right, let's set up the scoreboard for period number 3. Dominant performance by Vengeance so far. All right, scoreboard is set. We got the touchdown, so we are good on that. Let's see. I did get Lucido's goal and Army with the second goal there. That's his 15th of the year now. So we have a lot of people in the teens for goal scoring. It's spread around, and that's what you want to see from a balanced team. That it's not just your first line that's going to score or your second. Everyone on the ice that we put out could be a threat, and that is the goal. So no matter who we throw out shift after shift, you want to see that we kind of keep on applying that pressure. All right, shots are 22 for Vengeance, 16 for Windy City. As we're about to start this third period, Calabrese, we are dominating this game, absolutely. And I feel like there were times in game 1 that we did the same. We just missed some backdoor plays here and there and just could not finish. But this is good to see a strong effort from us in response. Like I said, our next games will be from New Jersey this coming Friday. There are 2 games. I think it's 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. And then on Saturday, we'll have 2 more games around 8 and I think 5 on that day. And then everybody will play at least a game on Sundays. I think what I saw on the schedule. So here we go. Third period. You got Baru, Waite, and Tusick. Waite and that Windy City player are almost touching the ref because they're not in the circle. All right, we got Wazinski and Howe, and Waite is down. Something happened right off the face-off. They obviously did not enjoy that. Waite is holding his head. Let's see what the refs are going to sort out here. Tusick is still talking to all of them. Again, another instance where instant replay would be huge to see what exactly happened. It happened behind the ref doing the face-off, so it should be the ref on the opposite side, the older guy, for what happened. But he, I guess, completely missed it as well, thinking it would just be a normal face-off. And I don't know if any call is going to be made here. But Waite was able to skate off under his own power here. I think he probably got a stick right up underneath the chin. That would be my guess. And the far ref that didn't see anything is going to skate by and say, I still didn't see anything. So, if this was an NHL game, I'd expect a fight right off the bat here. We'll see. All right, face-off won by Vengeance. Things are going to get ugly before they get better. Offsides at the line. That's what you worry about when you do ref a game like this, when it becomes blown out of proportion. You just hate to see teams that are losing take liberties. But here we go. Vengeance dump the puck in. Army, first one on. We know Army's going to end up somehow near that goalie. All right, Windy City dump it forward. Push the puck into our zone. Go for the hit instead of the puck. But Wazinski rides it into the corner. Wazinski over there and Baru. Howe now joining the fray. Puck against the wall. What are we going to do? We're just going to kill this. Ref wants him to move it. No one's moving it. You going to blow your whistle? How long do you want him to push on the wall, sir? All right, so that killed about 15 seconds. That was worth it. All right, looks like we have a new line coming on here. We've got Abel, Lucido, and Armstrong is staying. No, he's off. Mayer is on with Dixon and Track. Face-off down and face-off win by Vengeance. I'll give Vengeance that one because we kind of had control the most out of it. All right, Lucido tries to center for Mayer. Mayer driving towards the net. Lucido in the slot, backhand on, save by Windy City goalie. Windy City trying for that far stretch pass. Guess what? Not working this game. Mayer into the slot, off his own defenseman to the Windy City goalie for another stoppage. 14:45 in the third here. Vengeance out shooting 24-16, dominating. And there's my wife chiming in that it was an elbow to the head. Well, that clears that up. Thank you, honey. All right, face-off win to Vengeance, but they can't hold the puck in the zone. Well, they still kind of hold it in. Good job, Dixon. Over to the blue line. Abel comes in, shot, and scores off of the turnover. Abel's hard shot rolled up off of the Windy City goalie and in for our 8th goal of the game. I think that is Abel's 23rd. I am correct on that. 23rd of the year. 8-0 Vengeance. And again, if I had my other tab up to tell you what our team stats were, I could tell you where that ranks in all of our big games for how many goals we've scored. Hasn't been the record yet. I think that was 14-2 against Long Island. All right, that line's staying out there. Face-off won by Windy City. But they just throw it off of Lucido. Puck kicks down deep. Track, it's tied up, but the puck stays along the wall. Windy City cannot get that puck in towards the slot. We are clogging the middle of the ice very well this game. All right, Windy City kick it into our zone. Good keep by Dixon. Dixon to Lucido. Lucido has Mayer. That's all right, he's still on sides. Mayer pulls away. Instead of passing back, tries to keep it down low. Abel passes back to Mayer. Windy City's, here comes fast 44 around Dixon. We just rub him out of the play. That's the game plan this time. Don't let him beat you. All right, Lucido loses the puck in the corner. We've got more along the wall. That's a Windy City dump by Vengeance, causing an icing. 13:25 to go in the third. 8-0 is your score. I said that, you know, things were getting testy there. Maybe the goal kind of quieted Windy City down. Like, okay, you want to fight us? Guess what? We'll still put a puck in your net. All right, new line out is Baru, Tusick, and Fairman. I don't see Waite out here. Tusick trying to go through two Windy City players, gets pulled down. You're not getting that call in an 8-0 game, Tusick. All right, Robinson over to Fairman. Oh, big dump by Fairman here in the corner. Tusick with number 5 off, and we're calling a penalty on Vengeance. Who's getting it? Looks like they're going with Moore. The rough. Yep, Moore is going. So we are on the penalty kill. Again, we'd love a sponsor for the penalty kill. If anyone at home knows a business that would like to sponsor our penalty kill, let us know. I know it's late in the season, but hockey ain't cheap. All right, we've got Fairman, Tusick, Robinson, and Ulowitz as your PK line. 13 minutes left to go in this third period. Windy City win the faceoff. Over to the D. Shot and score. There was a tip in front. No, they're giving it to 44. No one's claiming the tip. And again, that's the one player you do not want to let shoot. And Windy City gets on the board. Not the way we wanted. All right, 12:54 to go here in the third. Vengeance still with a tremendous lead. Let's see if we can keep the gas down and keep Windy City off the board the rest of the way. 25 shots for Vengeance, 17 for Windy City. Face off here, heading in the corner. This is Baru, Armstrong, and Mayer. Puck kicks to the line, not all the way out. Baru going in for the hit. Wazinski skating free. He's with Howe. Wazinski coming up, protects the puck through the Windy City player. Mayer going into the corner, rides big number 9. Here comes Baru in. Windy City does not want to take the body that much. Here comes number 9, skating through the zone. Just runs over Wazinski. Puck shot down behind our net. Howe all over him. Oh, they're calling that. That is soft. Max jumps out to catch the puck and kill it, but we're getting a holding on Howe. Again, 12 minutes left to go. You don't want to give Windy City any life whatsoever. All right. Abel, Lucido, Dixon, and Track are your defensive pair. 44 is back at the point where he was last time when he scored. Let's see if we can keep the puck away from him. All right. Face off won by Vengeance, cleared up to 44, quickly over to number 9. Shot, blocker save by Leonard. Abel kicks it up into the slot to Lucido. Lucido able to clear that puck out. And it barely made it across the line. Just not enough snow to not be an icing. 11:39 to go in the third. A minute 11 left on this penalty. Abel back in here for the face-off. Abel loses it to Windy City. Over to 44. Watch his shot. Just a bit outside. All right, puck up to the D. Dumps it back down low. He swaps places. Puck down low. Nice redirect, but better leg save by Leonard. Tried to clear up the middle. Did not work. Lucido getting interfered with a bit by number 44, but there's nothing says you can't do that. Here comes fast 44. He's going to try and wind it up. Go through our entire team. Loses the puck into the corner. Dixon rides him all the way to the wall And the puck is cleared all the way down here. Somehow Dixon's stick made it all the way out of the zone. I wonder how that happened. All right. Windy City coming in. Dixon up for Mayer. Oh, Mayer was streaking out. Good keep in by Windy City. They got someone in the slot. Blocked shot. It's loose. Leonard tries to sit on it, but cannot. And Windy City adds a second goal. 10:29 left to go. Time to calm down and just refocus our efforts. No more penalties. We got plenty of goals, boys. We can do this. That is 25 shots for Vengeance, 20 shots for Windy City, making it 8-2. Windy City win this face-off. You've got Waite back out there with Fairman and Mayer. Robinson tries to clear but throws it straight to the point. Leonard with the save. Kicks it to the wall. Windy City just throw it to the net. Redirect wide. Windy City has all the momentum now after scoring 2 power play goals. We need to keep our foot down. Shot on to Leonard. No rebound there. Where are we at? 9:59 left to go in this third period. All right, your new line is Moore, Tusick, Armstrong, Hal, and Wazinski. Moore in for the face-off. Wins it down low, and Windy City kind of take it away. Everyone fighting in the slot. That's not where you want to mess around with the puck. Save by Leonard. Puck kicks down low. Howell, first one on it, but misses his check. Doesn't get the clear. Puck up to the wing. Shot. Puck is sitting down there on Leonard. And Windy City crashes the net for a third goal. Windy City now with an 8-3 deficit. They've scored 3 goals now in I think the last 3 minutes. So not what we wanted. All right, we're back to Baru, Tusick, Waite, Dixon, and Track. Face off in the center ice, won by Vengeance. Dixon skates around and throws it to Waite, but Waite was not ready for the pass, so we got an icing. 9:26 to go. You never know until the clock hits 0 what's going to happen, so let's focus our efforts, boys. All right, Baru in for this face-off with Waite, Dixon, and Track, and Tusick. Face-off 1, still stuck around. Shot. Leonard off to the side. Track peels off. Passes to Tusick. Tusick tries to get it towards the center, but turned over in the neutral zone. Big hit there by Baru. Dixon behind the net. Lots of pressure on him. You see a lot of urgency there with Windy City. Sorry if I got the live barn there. Tusick can't get the puck wide. That is an offsides. Intentionally. So I could see them maybe moving that all the way down. Tusick wincing about his wrist, possibly. Got tied up with that player at the blue line. All right, new line out here is Abel, Lucido, and Armstrong with Yulowitz and Robinson. Ref getting them to separate. Puck back, won by Vengeance. Up to Abel. Abel skating in. Let's keep the puck in their zone, boys. All right, Lucido dumps it low, but turned right over to Windy City. Windy City with some spring in their step. Puck gets kicked out. Armstrong with it. Oh, hits the ref. Lots of people in the zone. It's going to be offsides. Abel had no clue. He thought everyone came out. Shots 25 apiece now. Score is 8-3. And you can see there's 8:25 left in this period. Lines are staying put. Face off down. Won by Windy City. Windy City dumps it in the zone. Back for Ulowitz. Ulowitz takes a hit. Robinson up there on the wall. That's not Robinson. That's Lucido. Robinson down low now. Ooh, loses the puck. Windy City skating right in the slot. Max makes 2 great saves. Another save by 24. We are standing still this period. I'm not liking what we see. Good save by Leonard. And there's the Windy City dump by Vengeance, which is going to result in another icing. I'll say this, we have not had a shot since Abel's goal that made it 25 shots for Vengeance. And at that time, I think Windy City was in the teens still for shots. They're now at 27, so they're out shooting us this game. Face off. Moore gets it out of the zone. That's Moore, Mayer, and Fairman. Mayer all over that Windy City player. Fairman trying to get that puck loose. You got Hal and Wazinski as your D pairing. All right, puck up the wall. Windy City not able to clear. Fairman able to skate right down Main Street and shoots it into the shoulder of that goalie. 26 shots now. So it's been a while since we had those a shot on net. Everybody staying put. All right, Mayer in for this face-off. Wins the face-off. Tries to take it all the way to the net. Howell pins his guy, keeps it in the zone. Fairman in the slot. Tries to get it over to Mayer. Mayer kicks it up the wall, but there's too much snow for it to get to our defenseman. And here comes Windy City into the zone. Driving the zone. Leonard kicks it out in front. Wazinski tries to get it to Mayer. No dice there. We're just playing with it too much in the neutral zone right now. Howell back behind for Wazinski. Wazinski up to Waite. Waite's got the speed. There's an interference. They got it. That's how you draw a penalty, kids. You keep your feet moving. All right, so we are going on the Libby Shasinski third period power play. Didn't get to use that last game. Glad it's back now. Your power play line is Baru, Tusick, Waite, Dixon, and Track. Face-off won by Windy City, but Waite takes control. Waite tried to center it on net, and Windy City able to dump. Not all the way for icing. So Track looking to move the puck over to Dixon. Dixon slides it to the center to Baru. Baru skates in the zone. Baru had Tusick on the side, does not connect. Tusick has all the time in the world. They're not pressuring you. Tusick back to Track. Track could walk in with it, throws it far side to Dixon. Dixon, good pinch, keeps that in. Tusick coming down low, and it looks like the Windy City dump worked again. Track taking his time, coming around behind the net. He has one forechecker. Puck all the way up to Waite, off his foot, and the Windy City dump goes the other way. Track intercepts that, coming through the slot, over to Waite. Waite just misses. Puck over to Tusick, he's got time. All the way to Dixon in the slot. Dixon surveys, shot towards the net. Nice redirect by Waite, but it did not go in. 25 seconds left to go in the power play. 5:35 left here in this contest. All right, new line on. We've got Abel, Lucido, and Armstrong with Ulowitz and Robinson. Faceoff comes to Ulowitz, over to Robinson. Robinson down for Abel. Abel looks, loses control of the puck, and here Windy City is going to try and clear the zone. They're getting right around Robinson. Shot in on Leonard. He's got it. And a save there by Max Leonard. 9 seconds left to go in the power play. And we're at 5:19 left to go in the third. This game seems to be going a little slower than it did in the first. All right, here we go. Abel in for the faceoff. loses it back to Windy City. They are content to skate it all the way back in the zone and kill this power play. So there goes the power play graphic. And Wazinski over to Howe. Howe takes a look up to Abel, but that's going to be a Windy City dump all the way for icing. 4:57 left to go in the third here. Same line still on that was there at the end of the power play. At least all the kids have off school tomorrow, so they all get to sleep in and relax after 2 hard-fought games here. All right, face-off from Abel. Lucido wins that back in, and there's another offsides. I would expect some line changes, possibly. Nope, we're gonna stay put. All right, Abel in for the face-off again. He wins it over to Wazinski. Wazinski turn over there to a Windy City player. Armstrong keeps the puck down low. Ooh, bodies are flying now. All right, puck kept in by Windy City. Wazinski draped all over with a Windy City player. Howe's got some time. All the way over to Wazinski, but they keep the puck in the zone. Lucido trying to good breakout here to get some puck movement and momentum. That was a good little interference ran by the Windy City player. Howell dumps it low. 4:06 left to go here in the third. All right, Windy City coming through. Tries to hit the guy coming through the slot. Wazinski's there to intercept. Oh, ice is slippery, boys. So here comes number 5, coming all the way through, trying to get the puck down low. Loses it from Wazinski. Abel up to Fairman. Fairman's got Mayer. It's a 3-on-2. Right to Abel in the slot. Just a bit high. Abel skating around, passes it back in. Tried the Ulowitz special. And here comes Windy City. They get behind Dixon. On net and in. That is their 4th goal. So after 8 straight goals from Vengeance, Windy City packs on 4 of their own. Again, in an evenly ranked matchup, we're getting almost an even game. It just took Windy City 2 periods to wake up for game number 2. All right, Mayer, Fairman, Moore, Ulowitz and Robinson here for the face-off. Face-off down. Mayer wins it. Mayer puts it down low. Keep that puck in their zone. The rest, you kill the next 3 minutes if you just stay behind the net. I'd love that. Mayer keeps it down low. Puck for Moore. Moore up to Ulowitz. Ulowitz throws it back down for Moore. Moore down for Mayer. Windy City dumping, trying everything they can to push. They've got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Puck stays to the side. Shot wide. Moore all alone over there in the corner. Back to Robinson. Robinson couldn't clear it over to his D partner. This has been a very sloppy period for Vengeance. Good stick there by Baru. Save again by Leonard, and perfect angle up into the netting. That is 31 shots for Windy City to 27. However, we still have the goal advantage of 8-4. All right, your line is Baru, Waite, Tusick with Howe and Wazinski. Windy City forgets how to count, and they need one more, as that defenseman tells you. You gotta do a whole hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we are set for this face-off here. And because of that, they're losing their center. Brew wins it down to the corner to Wazinski. Wazinski over to Howe. Howe up to Waite. Waite chips it ahead. Bouncing puck. Tusa can't catch up to it. But Peru skates it into the zone. Loses it to Windy City. Here they try to come through the center. Waite misses his check. Wazinski takes a guy at full steam. Peru down low. Keep that puck along the wall, boys. Tusick, the lone guy in the slot. Waite coming back to help. Puck still trapped down there behind the net. Move the puck, boys. Everyone's getting tired. We're late here in the third. Minute 44 left in the game. Puck chipped over to the wall. Peru can't get the puck out. Shot wide. Howe, he's got some time. He gets it up to Waite. Waite, oh, he can't get the puck out of the zone. He looks at his hands like he got slashed. All right, turnover there from Windy City. Peru, or what do you call it? Peru with a shot blocked. Howe comes back. Over to Dixon. Dixon, oh, whiffed on that shot. Back to Howe. Howe up to Lucido. Lucido puts it in the zone, comes back into the neutral zone. 59 seconds left in the game here. Windy City with another rush, trying to center it. Puck comes up to the wing, or the point. Turned over. Dixon just skates away with it and calmly dumps it back in on Windy City. 42 seconds left to go in the game. Windy City trying to break out of the zone. Oh, the ice is getting rough. Abel in between his feet. Track dumps it back down. 30 seconds left to go. Lucido hounding that player. Windy City skating in, tries to just go in, slash, hit, whatever they can do. Track skates away with it. Soft dump into the zone. 15 seconds left to go. They turn right over to Abel. Abel with a shot and a save with 10.4 seconds left to go. So, Vengeance will survive after all said and done. An 8-0 lead turned into an 8-4 win. That's still good in terms of the how the standings and rankings will go. So we should not move much. Lucido lost that face-off to Windy City. They dump it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They wave the icing. Dixon with one last hit, and that will end it. So, thank you all for joining us. Final shots on goal were 28 for Vengeance, scoring 8 goals, and Windy City shot 32 pucks of vulcanized rubber onto Leonard, scoring 4 of them. But we had a split here, 2 even teams. Both teams won 1 game. We'll see everyone in New Jersey Friday night or Friday morning. Thanks for tuning in.